Hey y'all, I have another story for you today. So this story is not nearly as creepy as I remember it being now that I'm older and I can think back on it, but it really is kind of a story about Southern women and how prepared they come. So when I was a little girl, I lived in Louisiana and I lived in my great granny's house and it had running water. So it was really confusing to me that we would go to the river every day and bathe. I don't know why. I don't know. We would throw shampoo bottles back and forth and wash our hair in the river every single day of the summer. And maybe my mom was trying to encourage my brothers to bathe. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Anyways, so we're at my granny's house one night, and it's just me, my sister, and two of our cousins, and my great aunt. Now, my great aunt is your classic bingo lady. She has like huge white hair. She has blue eyeshadow, red lipstick, all the jewelry. Exactly someone you would expect to be in a bingo hall, and a huge bag. And I just remember her being such an eccentric character, but I was young, so I might be exaggerating a little bit. So I'm supposed to be sleeping. I am laying in the bedroom, but it's bright and it's loud, and I can't really fall asleep. But I do remember my cousin saying that she was going to try on her new bathing suit for bathing the next day. So she goes into the bathroom to try it on, and next thing we know, we hear like a blood-curdling scream. So everybody runs to the bathroom, and come to find out, there was a peeping Tom, somebody trying to look in through the window while she changed. And then all of a sudden, there is pounding all around the house. There's loud noises. There's almost like shouting. There's, people kind of popping up in windows. Now, once again, this is how I remember it, and I was young. But it just got really chaotic for a moment. And, I look over, and my great aunt, she's pulling a little pew-pew out of her huge purse, and I remember it being white and just so tiny, and I just kind of remember her sitting there with it on the couch, just waiting. And I think she called the police. I'm not entirely sure. Somebody did. I do know that. Next thing I know, my mom's pulling in. My mom pulls up, and she's dressed to the nines, hair curled. She's looking great. So she must be on a date or something. Anyway, she walks into the house. She goes into the room that I'm sleeping in and pulls a pew-pew out from under the mattress that I was sleeping on. So my mom's prepared as well. And she goes outside, and she actually fires one off at somebody, and she almost gets them, but she doesn't, thankfully. And then the police show up, and right after the police show up, my Aunt Elle comes pulling into the yard with her mullet and her security guard uniform and her pew-pew as well. So all of these women were very prepared to handle whatever came their way. Word on the street was that it was a disgruntled ex who also turned into a devil worshiper, and he was just kind of sending people our way to mess with us. But, it didn't work. It didn't go as planned. So